On today's episode of Watch Share Go, we start turning this into a Tesla. Just a little bit more. What is going on, guys? I'm Watch Share Go, and today we're here with my new toy off Amazon, and Jake is here, and he wanted to open it, so I was like, let's do it. So, yeah, you're just trying to touch the Android sauce here. This is, I think it runs on Android. We're gonna have to find out a little bit more about it. The Discovery H610 mirror-mounted dash camera, which is basically a camera mirror like the Cadillacs have. And I love the rear camera mirror in like the XT6, the CT6, all that stuff. Really, really cool to watch those mirrors while you're going down the road. I was like, well, we gotta put it in the Rolls Royce while we're turning it into a palace of screens. So let's get this bad boy open here. This is just a random thing I found on Amazon. I think Freddie did something like it in the Mercy, and I'll throw a link in the description below to the one that I bought. I just bought this one because it was the cheapest one that looked like it was also the best. I looked at all the reviews, and this one seemed fine. Drop it. So I think it's a DVR, right? There's a micro SD slot, AV in. Can I play PlayStation on it? That's what I want to know. Get this QC sticker off here, because like, why? Huh, the QC sticker covers a port that says GPS. So I wonder if there's like an internal GPS antenna. It looks like it has some speakers on the back. There's a reset button. There's a button right there. And then we have this big sliding camera with the ugly logo that I need to put like a Watch Share Go on that for sure. Ooh, you're probably supposed to do that after you mount it, but who cares? Here we have a bunch of stuff. Now I understand the AVN. It's the backup camera that we do have to get into this car. We've got these guys right here that allow you to just put it on any mirror. And then we also have this double-sided tape, which seems like a lot better way to do it. We could tape it to the mirror and make it permanent. Are there instructions? I mean, I don't want to read them. I'm not going to admit that I did this. Delete. We can put movies on the micro SD card and watch them on the mirror.
Have every screen playing Too Fast, Too Furious.
It's my life goal. Okay, so these two pieces of adhesive are definitely for the rear camera, and I think what we should do, thank you, you solved that problem. It no longer says Van Top. Josh did a little fabrication.
We could just go put it on and see how awful they are.
I was thinking we cut them. All right, fine. We'll I want it to look really clean. I want it to look, you know, classy, Rolls Royce-y. This is not classy and Rolls Royce-y. So my thought was we just chop these off and put a whole bunch of double-sided tape across the mirror and it's done. Because I don't care about that mirror. It's already ruined, actually. It doesn't look very good. In the right spot on one side and definitely not in the right spot on the passenger side. Oh, well.
We could just take a Sawzall to the
Yeah, we could trim the mirror off. Yeah, there's actually no reason. It's ruined. We should modify this with a cutoff wheel.
We should modify with extreme prejudice.
And a lot of double-sided tape.
Oh man, look at these fuses.
Yeah, it's all glass fused. We fixed it. We went and did some troubleshooting. And now the seats and the wipers work. It seems like we have no interior lighting. Oh, it has a battery. Wow. We have it charging now. Low battery, clear. What?
Touch-tone?
That was beep, 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 beep. Mary had a little lamp. All right, how do we hack into this mainframe? Video mode.
I'm in. That quality isn't terrible either.
No, it's like, really not bad.
You guys are inverted.
I like that.
I was inverted.
Got power on it. Did it do anything?
Oh, power is backup. You're supposed to hook it to the backup lights.
Now it thinks it's backing up.
It just took over the mirror and now it has parking lines. How do you quickly switch cameras? Oh, that's zoom. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, split screen. We can see front and rear. Hey.
Oh, that's pretty really cool.
That's actually, why is it so good?
Burnout cam.
Oh, yes. And the thing is, I bought this because I was like, I can run it in DVR mode and get the burnout and get the smoke out of the rear. That's the whole reason I bought this. Yeah. And now I'm kind of impressed. I have removed the glass from the mirror. We tossed that because this is just a GM mirror. We found GM stamping on it. Easy to replace that. What we're gonna do now is fab up a mount that actually works, that looks really clean for the old Van Top electronic DVR mirror here. This is engineering. So we found that this contour, very nice, basically perfectly matches the GM mirror. It's not bad at all. So what we want to do here is we're going to take a hole saw, punch out a hole right about here, and give us a nice contour about the size of this eyeball, because you can move the camera. We got to maintain all that. That should fab up a nice little mirror mount that lets us make this look completely stock. Then we're going to take some little sheet metal brackets, build them inside this bracket, and that should give us a completely fixed, hard mounted mirror that's fully electronic. I don't know if anyone else has done this, but I think this is the wildest install of it. And it's probably a mistake. It's too much work, honestly. We don't have time for this, but I'm doing it. Now we can remove these little tiny guys. Just kidding. You need like it's probably a Phillips 0. Let me grab a 0. Pop these screws out. What size hole do we need to drill in the metal? That's our question here. So we're gonna go with 1/3. You can see we grabbed our hole saw. It took a little bit of pressure to get through, but we got right through that. Now we're gonna take our tin snips, cut the edge off of this. We'll keep cleaning. I'll bend that back until it's straight. We'll extend that line right there, and that should take care of our camera. Then we're gonna paint this black again and mount the thing up. I couldn't wait. We had to see this thing turn on. It actually says in the instructions, do not power on the Terminator until all outputs are connected, but no. So here we have the Terminator X Max running in the back and the screen. As you can see, we can jump back to the dash. We've got battery voltage, so it's talking and everything on CAN bus. Super excited about that. I just had to see this thing turn on, so we can swipe through our gauges and all that good stuff. It's so cool. The Jaeger speedometer is leaving the Rolls Royce. Oh, look at all those awesome connections to remove.
A bunch of spade connectors.
None of that's necessary. None of this is necessary. It's all just going away.
What do you think that'll bring on eBay?
I don't know, but that one can sell, actually. The other one is staying. All right, it is time to remove a lot of the dash.
Our template looks like it covers about all of it.
It is the Tesla dash. Super excited about that.
So what, a little pre-measuring says we have to take off like a 1/4 inch maybe of each one of these.
Absolutely.
And then all the metal from the top to the bottom.
That's it. I was planning on doing this. Josh was going to bed, and then he was like, I'll cut the dash. And I was like, all right, let's do this.
I feel like we're already winging this.
We are winging it. How to trim your Rolls Royce dash. This was in the service manual as well. It said take compound miter saw. This is the harness for the Holley screen here, 12.3 inch Pro screen.
Push it through your Rolls Royce.
Yeah, this is wait, just for Rolls Royce. Okay, right there, I think. So we just got the wires through there. They're down under the dash, and take a look at that. It is in, trimmed out. Just add power coming up. Oh, you brought the power. You're like, yeah, I brought power, no big deal.
Portable power, how's your service?
White and red go as one. They're ignition and power. And black is grisound. Holley EFI. Oh! That thing boots so fast. I love the mouse when it's starting up. There we go. Oh. Acquiring satellites. Where's the main gauge face here? Come on. Ah, that one works.
That's fancy.
That one's pretty cool too, the airplane one.
Yeah.
I gotta go make one for the Rolls Royce though. Hey, it decided that it needed some brightness.
We didn't cover up the sensor, that's good.
Oh, that is a good point. It must be on top. That's a pretty cool one. Acquiring satellites. There we go. That's like the default. It's super nice.
We're going 4 mile an hour.
It actually says that like all the time. I don't think you can get a satellite lock inside. But the GPS antenna's mounted and everything, so she's good. That's sick. That last piece of wood's ready to go in over there when we find a screw.
That's gonna be awesome. It's centered pretty well, and that's
yeah. It's centered on the wheel, just like by chance. It's just how it worked out. I've honestly kind of lost track of where we're at on this project. We've been getting so much done over the last few days that recording has kind of taken a backseat, and we've been trying to just get everything done. But the Tesla dash, the Tesla interior of the Rolls Royce is coming right along. As you can see, there's the Holley dash. Good to go. All the wood's in. We still have to, you know, tighten down some screws, but the thing has to come in and out a few more times. We haven't actually wired the engine management yet. We're going to do an entire video about engine management. I'm so excited to show you guys that. It's going to be insane. I mean, obviously, as you can see here, we're doing a full standalone, and transmission control, nitrous control, everything's going to be managed by, you know, a nice standalone that can handle the nitrous system, progressive nitrous control, anything we want. I mean, the sky is the limit with what we're doing in this car. So I'm unbelievably excited about that. As you can see, all the wiring is now in, and of course I still have more work to do to add like a switch signal for the ignition and get the rear camera hooked back up to the mirror and everything. Obviously it won't let me swipe through the cameras right now because there's only one camera, it's the front one. The mirror is such a wild build. I'm really happy about how that turned out. It's not 100%, but it's about 95%. There's just one little cut that just kills me inside every time I see it. But that always happens, and the only thing I can do now is either take out more metal or do it again. And maybe one day down the road, we'll do it again. It's just a GM mirror. So I'm not too worried about what I was cutting up there at all. I might put a tiny little zip tie on there and take out a little bit of that slack just to make sure it's perfect. The radar detector, that OG K40, is still up there. And obviously that's not going anywhere. I'd like to get it to power up. Don't know where the power wires are at now. Obviously, since I had all the trim down, I did find the wires to the control unit, and now we just have to find the head unit, which is probably hidden somewhere under the dash or gone. And if it's gone, we'll just leave it because it's a really cool piece of history. With all of this done, there's only one more piece I need to have the interior where I want it. But before we get crazy, let's get this dash wired up, get its CAN bus communication running with the ECU and all that good stuff, and just keep right on cranking. I mean, look how good that is. It fits so well, and then these, they were cut with 10 snips and then pulled back to create a tray for the Holley, and it's an unbelievably clean dash. I absolutely love it. Not too much farther to go on our Rolls Royce Tesla conversion. Have all the tech that we want. As I said, the mirror is a complete DVR. We'll be able to record the front and back cameras while we're doing burnouts, driving, whatever it is. So we have a dash cam all the time. It's got audio if we want it. You can turn it on and off with a quick click. The touchscreen's sweet, and I got a 128 gig micro SD card coming so it can record like forever. Massive loops on that thing. Like I said, I'm super excited about all of this, and I can't wait to show you guys more of the engine. Let's just say a lot more than you've seen is done at this point. That is it for today, guys. Please don't forget to head on over to shopwatchjrgo.com where you can pick up cool shirts, not like this one, but all the normal Watch JRGO shirts and the Rolls smoke shirt. I have mock-ups. Finally, you're gonna see them soon. I can't wait to show you them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. Epic touchscreen dash.